Yikes, we're live. Yeah. Yeah. Taking a few minutes to load up.
How do we get started?
Oh, they'll load up.
How do you want to get started?
Everybody who's anybody will be in this chat room tonight. It'll be like ringside at a Tyson fight.
I always have elaborate Tyson fights.
No. We missed a good era. It's so weird that when I have to look back on Mike Tyson now, like when I was your age, I wasn't around for Ali.
Yeah.
So they would say that's so weird, and I wouldn't get why they would say well that's so weird, but it's like now you're like so.
Yeah.
It's also like I don't even have to finish explaining anything. Y'all might be able to guess who this is by the fact that he can finish everything I'm saying. So let me adjust this. You want to stay behind the chat?
I don't care. It's whatever.
It's whatever. All right.
What up, buddy?
This is Brandon.
Hi. Hi, world.
This is my oldest. Man, I do look so much. Healthier isn't really the word.
I was gonna say old.
Fat is what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
But just I can't tell how much fatter I am when I'm, looking at us right here. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless maybe it's because the camera's over here.
It's because it's this thing.
It could be. It also could be because we're getting punished by YouTube. YouTube will punish you. That's why they make the words backwards. That's a YouTube punishment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you might not have known that.
If the camera adds 10 pounds to the right side of the screen.
Always does, or the top of the phone, whichever.
Yeah.
Whichever it is, however it works out. So, and everybody knows that the top of the phone's always heaviest. You can feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, so to open up every time I go on, I do this song. You probably love it. He's watched exactly this many minutes of this, but it's like it's in the key of C there, and I'm already lost my voice from today. So it's a good job, buddy. Show every which way you go. You can drink us with a beer. You can stick us in your ear, and we'll be right by your heart. It's a good job, buddy. Show. Have a seat. There you go. Throw your thumbs in the air anywhere that you dare, and you'll be doing your part. It's a good job, buddy. Show. Rave reviews. You should hear it with my electric guitar. And yeah, you should definitely hear it. It's like Kurt Cobain meets Whitney Houston. Now. Like right now.
It's like the Wiggles.
Yeah. So, how you been, man?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Heard you got a house.
I did buy a house.
That's good. Congratulations. Brandon bought a house, guys.
Bought a house Tuesday.
Good news.
Yeah.
Living not so far away, too. That's cool.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too far away. Tuesday.
Yeah. And so that kind of puts a monkey wrench in our plans to go to the Slabs.
A little bit.
Besides the monkey wrenches that were thrown in, a few weeks ago.
Besides that, it's 4 days away.
I see what the way you say it, but
miles away.
if you look at it on the map, I did a video a couple back. You can see it's only like 90 minutes, and it's by bus. You got to take a bus, but it's only because the bus has a direct. You can see it on the map. I really explain it pretty well. It's just not that bad. So anyway, but still, you got a new house now. We don't really need to go out there and chill out anymore. There's a lot of people, for some reason, at the Slabs haven't taken to me all that well. I'm not sure why. Alien just got 1,500 subs in one day. That was really cool. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna do a video about my freezer later. That it should be a hit. Should be able to get 1,500 subscribers with that video. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, as you know, after the Camp Unis thing fell apart, Brad and I decided that probably going out there wasn't the thing to do. And it was a loose plan at best. So we're definitely not going out there now unless we do have some sort of a, I'm in training, that's what I was doing earlier when I was doing my walkers.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in case I have to do a fight for charity to raise money to help them, help community cause out. So if we're gonna do that, then I'll go out there for that and that only. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try to watch from afar and just be a fan, and cheer on some of the good ones. Tommy got ordained; he's a minister now. So Shepherd's Treehouse, congratulations to them. Eljo cut his hair. Still watching, like what Eljo does. Hey, and I get it. I'm on that, and please don't take that as anything but
We're not throwing any
artistic integrity. I mean, if I have any integrity at all. I'm simply doing the bow pull. He's like, you know, feel like tugging on you. You're being pulled back like a bow, like for a bow and arrow. So, but anyway, I wanted to have Brandon on and just chit chat about what he likes to chit chat about. Do what we normally would do, but if the camera wasn't on. So, and normally he likes to. Last year I went undefeated in the fantasy football season and won every game in the playoffs, won the championship. Brandon and I,
with my help,
literally on his birthday, drafted that football team, and because I did that well, I just decided I'm going to retire because you're never going to do that well again. And I literally have stayed away from it. But apparently the football season's coming back around, and
2 weeks away.
Could be any day now.
2 weeks.
And
Could be tomorrow. Never know.
To know that how little I know about it versus how much he knows about it, it's crazy how you can fall off in 1 year. First for a while it was politics, and then it was just life. But yeah, and then I started looking into the slabs, and then this kind of took over. It was always a distraction. For instance, Brandon doesn't care about the Logan Paul KSI fight, and I'm like, I've got to see that fight. He thinks it is the silliest thing.
It is. It's so
and
dumb.
then he started talking to me. He was naming out football players in his draft that he's drafted in like the first or second round, and I'm like, who are these people? Like, I don't even know them from even playing college. So, sucks when you don't pay attention. It can all go away. But then you don't look at the YouTube shit.
No, I don't know. I watched David Dobrik, and that's it.
Shout out Dobrik, man.
Shout out David Dobrik. That's the homie.
What does he do that's any better than what we're doing?
Any better? Just higher quality everything. Higher quality everything.
Oh, okay. I mean, I got a Samsung. I mean, it's a Samsung.
Yeah.
I remember when having a Samsung, just saying I have a Samsung meant something.
In Fortnite, having a Samsung means you have the best skin in the game.
Really?
Yeah. There's a skin in the game that comes, it's like a Galaxy skin. It's dope, but you have to buy like a $500 Galaxy phone to
Really?
get in the game, and I'm not about that action.
I'll bet you there are Fortnite players who follow this
Thank you.
stuff here. I'll bet you there are.
Sheila.
Somebody said something back. Yeah, you read that?
Yeah. Easy.
Is that English?
Easy.
I can't see that at all from here. God damn.
Sheila said congratulations on the new home. I said thank you.
Oh, that is awesome.
Robert
Thanks,
Cadero.
There's some trolls in here too, so yeah, you'll see them.
It's YouTube.
Yeah, you let that roll. You can tell whose kid he is.
They get their jollies off on trolling.
They sure do. And I told them when I started doing this shit, if I was going to be doing this, the difference was that I'm not going to put moderators on here. I'm going to let it be a free speech kind of thing and let that experiment grow, because I also don't answer as many questions. I'd like to. I don't do any video editing, yeah. And I have a millennial son who probably could figure out all of that.
He has another millennial son.
I have another millennial son.
Probably be better at that.
He's even better at that type of shit than him. And then I have a super millennial in there.
No, that's Generation Z.
Okay, that's what that is. See, I don't know. They just keep getting. It's just millennial junior, millennial the third.
Yeah.
I can't believe I even have kids in different. What are they? What are they? Generations. Generations. I have kids in 2 different generations. Is what you just said to me.
I have parents in 2 different generations. What's your son's name? I am actually Jesus. So.
Yeah, we call him actually Jesus because I wanted to completely differentiate them from the other Jesus.
I'm not God, but I'm actually Jesus.
He's actually Jesus. But he's the only one of my kids who likes to use his first and middle name. actually Jesus. Actually Jesus Harkinson. But that's his name. So we call him Brandon, and that's just because, you know, he looks like a Brandon to me. If I wasn't gonna name him actually Jesus, I would have definitely probably named him Brandon. But actually Jesus it is. So got a better looking beard than his dad now. Mine's all white.
It looks okay from the front, but we're not gonna look out the side.
Yeah, because you can see it looks like it
starts
looks like
here.
you're flying over
It starts here.
a forest.
And then
You can see the
fades away.
gaps. Yeah.
So let's talk about Carolina, man. Start in
Panthers?
your home and native land, where you think you're comfortable.
Right.
We'll go from there.
I think the Panthers will be good if they realize that they can hit McCaffrey out of the backfield. I think that's all they really have to realize, and stick with it. Get them 8 catches a game on the average.
Yeah. DJ Moore is looking solid, underneath kind of guy.
It's DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, rookie out of Maryland, wide receiver.
Oh, really?
Took him first as the first wide receiver off the board this year.
Cool.
And with him on the outside, with Devin Funchess, there isn't really a number 1 wide receiver, unless you want to count Greg Olsen as the number 1 target.
Yeah, you know, Cam Newton last year had a lot of that deep ache.
Yeah.
They wanted to go deep.
They don't really,
have that. I don't know if this new kid out of the Maryland, you said, is that Fred or whatever, but
he's not super fast. I mean, he's not Deshaun Jackson. He's not gonna
how do you do on the back slaps?
Back slaps? I don't know what that means.
Those are hard, you know.
Oh, he was bottom of his class.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because it's something that they're teaching now to more kids. It's a very highly effective workout.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you see what it does for me.
Well, with Norv Turner there now, I think with everything I'm hearing out of camp and the way the first 2 preseason games, the 2-0 in the preseason right now.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Christian McCaffrey's been on the field for 100% of the first team snaps.
So they've already gone through training camp.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, training camp preseason going on right now.
Right. I mean, they should be wrapping up training camp though.
Yeah.
Because like the last preseason games usually.
Yeah. So this is week 3. They're playing New England this week here.
And they don't play any teams in the regular season that they were playing in the preseason, right?
They I don't know if they are this year or not, but they could. They opened the season against Dallas here in Carolina.
Is that Monday Night Football?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it is, man. There's a Panther helmet. Is that a Panther? No, I can't see shit.
But if you
it's fishing and picking.
Have you heard that the news out of Dallas?
I want to. Fishing and picking. News out of Dallas. Dez Bryant? Nope.
Okay, so first of all, they already had their left tackle. He's down, injured. Earlier this week, they had their center get diagnosed with a disease that has his immune system attacking his nerves.
Damn.
The same thing Mark Schlereth had.
Wow, man.
And so he's out for an unknown amount of time. And then yesterday, or last night,
what is that disease called?
I don't know what it's called. Zach Martin, their all-pro right guard, got injured as well. So
right.
3 of the best offensive line in football.
Oh yeah, that best offensive line. That's
3
right.
of them are down.
Yeah. Zeke Elliott's out of trouble, but now his line's screwed.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I think they really screwed Zeke Elliott, and I'm originally an Eagles fan, so obviously I hate the Cowboys, but they screwed him last year.
I'm trying to figure out if it's the Monday night game. Hang on.
And it didn't hurt that he was on my fantasy team. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, the Jaguars. I asked him earlier, the Jaguars keeping their same quarterback. Yeah. What I call Trent Dilfer.
Jaguars, man, they're scary. The defense is scary. The running game is scary.
What's crazy is they played that retarded game, and I mean slow, against in the playoffs last year, where I'm telling you, like, it was a butchered ass game. Really? It was ugly as hell, wasn't it?
Which one?
Their first playoff game that they won, and then they played the Steelers and scored like 45 points or something. Yeah, Buffalo. It was horrible for football. And then they played Buffalo. I mean, then they played Pittsburgh and scored. They're just finished playing last week. It's like 944 to 940.
Yeah, I'm a Colts fan, so I will always have animosity towards Jacksonville. They will always suck.
And the Panthers, because they came in the same season together, and they both almost made the Super Bowl the second season together. They both were in there, so they almost like had the same lineage for a while.
The receiving core is terrible. The receiving core in Jacksonville is bad. So if they get down in games, which because they're arguably #1 defense is going to be difficult, but if they get down in games, they're not going to come back.
Did you say Jalen Ramsey did some kind of shit with Forbes?
Yeah, he did the 100 quarterback thing, and that was hilarious.
100 questions.
100. Yeah, I'll find it right now.
Yeah, so y'all don't know Jalen Ramsey's I guess he's a millennial.
Yeah.
A millennial corner for Jacksonville's badass defense, and he's a mouthy mother. He talked smack about Steve Smith a couple of years. Was it already a couple of years ago? It wasn't last year, so yeah, it was the season before, right?
Yeah,
wow, shit. So, and Steve Smith's one of the, he's a big trash talker. Originally from Carolina, he was playing Baltimore when that happened, but this kid's got a math on him, and he can back it up.
Drew Brees, I'm a fan of Drew. Aaron Rodgers does not suck. Tom Brady doesn't suck.
That's a pretty good.
Deshaun Watson will win the MVP in a couple years. Carson Wentz, you see one of these guys every 5 to 10 years. Marcus Mariota is a great quarterback for their team.
So all the people his age.
Yeah. Russell Wilson is good. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, so he's good enough to do that. Derek Carr is good. Philip Rivers is pretty good. Matthew Stafford is okay. Better. Tyler Taylor is better than. Blake gonna do what Blake gonna do. Jared Goff is above average.
I like how that's an answer. Blake gonna do what Blake gonna do. Because he's his quarterback.
Ben Roethlisberger, I think he's decent at best. Eli Manning, it's not really Eli, it's Odell. I won't say Eli's good, I'll say Odell's good. And their connection is good. Matt Ryan is overrated, which I agree with.
I said that. I think Matt Ryan's overrated, absolutely. Today's kind of NFL, I think so. I think he would have been a great 80s quarterback. Like if Matt Ryan played when Joe Montana played, and he'd have, on a team where he could be the super non-athletic superstar. He'd have to play on a team like that though, too. He couldn't play for like the Eagles' sloppy ass offensive line and get thrown around like Randall Cunningham. He'd have to play for a team where he could stand up tall and throw the ball downfield. I think he could have been, but I think today's NFL, you got to have a little element to your game because they can shut down. And there's talented enough corners now everywhere to shut down a passing game.
And the last two are Andrew Luck. I don't think he's really that good. Him and T.Y. have a good connection in the past. It made him stand out a little bit more, but I don't think he's that good.
It made it sound a whole lot worse when we previewed this. Everybody was like, trash, trash, trash.
Joe Flacco.
Trash.
Here we go. And just be honest about it, Joe Flacco sucks.
Yeah.
I played him 2 years in a row, and he sucks. And I'll say,
wow.
Me being a Colts fan, I watched the Baltimore.
The game must have took a lot of emotional toll on him because he hated on Steve Smith too.
I had to watch the Baltimore and the Colts play the other night, and Joe Flacco looked good against the Colts defense, which isn't saying much. Colts defense is terrible, and Andrew Luck looked like he hadn't played in a couple years.
Jalen Ramsey has only seen Andrew Luck. At this level, maybe never played him. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, so what does he even know really? And I mean, honest to God, any Panther fan who's being honest with themselves will say they were hoping to have Andrew Luck. He decided not to come out, and that we were all deflated. We were happy in Carolina with Cam Newton, but if you rewound time back to that time, absolutely we wanted Andrew Luck.
Yes.
And if he would have come out, we'd have selected him.
Yes. And boy, Washington would be in a weird place.
Wow, they would have.
No. Who selected second Carolina year? Because Washington selected second Andrew Luck's year. Next year.
Right.
Who selected second that first year?
Man, I don't know.
2000.
I wonder if anybody knows that. Yeah.
This
See, these
sucks.
are, yeah, it's because they're not into sports. Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you think that's rude? That's so nice. That was the nicest thing I've read today. Honestly.
2011.
Who was that? Who said that? Show enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some pretty consistent people who speak on here, and you gotta show them love every once in a while. And I fucking forget a lot, but occasionally I'll go grab this thing here and I'll just let them yell at me, say what they want.
So if Andrew Luck came out, Carolina would have took Andrew Luck. Denver would have probably still taken Von Miller, and then Buffalo would have probably gotten Cam Newton.
Yeah, probably.
Instead of Marcel Darius.
Let's see what they're saying here.
Wow, what a draft class! Holy jeez.
Y'all heard it here first.
Cam
The
Newton,
2011 draft class.
Cam Newton, Von Miller, AJ Green, Patrick Peterson, Julio Jones, JJ Watt.
I know, Rebecca. I'm sorry about that. It's a different audience, and but yeah, I don't visit with my son very often, and this is some good news. And I said, let's bring you on and just do. This is normally how we hang. We talk football,
Andy
and sports, stuff like that. There's this guy, good job, Amber, who steals my name, and then also that girl there's got shit all over her face. So you know, and hey, Lori, look at there. Lori loves football.
I love football too.
So that's the only talk that guy will get, and then I'll go after that dude off camera. But oh, and what I mean by that is I'm just gonna report it. You know that. So yeah. Well, this is boring. So you get a lot of that. This dude, it's a dude, right? Probably Softail Harley Davidson. So that dude doesn't like football, but then the girl there loves football. So, you know, it's a mixed audience.
Yeah.
And to be fair, some of these people are used to seeing, like, Community Cause, for instance, is, you know, sort of their go-to guy for some of this kind of entertainment, and he just sits there with his fat face in front of them, reading what they say and responding to it. Or and there's like a chick on here who does it, and she'll start to answer one, and then the next thing will come up, and she'll get, "What's up, Mitchell?" She'll get a she'll do that, what I just did. She'll be in the middle of saying one thing, and then she'll see a comment and do what I just fell for. It's hard not to be fair, because that's kind of what this is. You know, it's a live stream. So, and
just so you know.
So there,
See, she said thank you before you even said it.
Yeah, see that?
Preemptive thank you.
And so yeah, it's a new medium for me to be even using. I'm with like a month of doing this, and I try to do what I do live, just like turn on the camera and let's do something, and then also integrate answering questions. Like Amber has been reading all the questions and keeping up with all the questions, and she's going to come in with any questions that need to be answered or comments that were funny to read. She's going to do that. So she's still taking care of all that while we were talking football. And absolutely, there was like 63 people in here, so 20 people are like, I'm afraid of football. 20 people are like, I'm waiting for him to talk shit about Kaz. And the other 20 would probably just have us on waiting to see if we do something worth swatting somebody over. So yeah, it's like just it's still getting figured out, really, man.
Our audience will grow.
Yeah, this audience is going to grow to the millions within weeks.
Within minutes. Fuck you talking about?
Not impressed with Kaz. Yeah, Kaz blocked. See, this is Mitchell saying Kaz blocked him because he called him Charles Manson, a gay Charles Manson, but a Charles Manson nonetheless. He looks just like Charles Manson. Joshua Price has got we trade the first quarterback to take us to the playoffs in 19 years. Stupid.
Who's we? Buffalo?
Goes pepper plant. Oh, I'm not a pepper dude. Kaz blocked Evan. Evan also. Kaz doesn't like to have any kind of, bad feedback. Like, he'll just cut you down. And if you know anything or you have done any research, Kaz definitely doesn't want to mix it up. He likes to control what's going on. I don't blame him. But yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's
what's his
saying
name?
Before that though, you would.
Is his name Joshua?
You would have Cam Newton, so you wouldn't have got that guy. Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah. So, it was time to move on in Buffalo. Obviously, last year there was something in the locker room that went awry because in the middle of the season, you guys were headed to the playoffs, and they decided to play Nathan Peterman over Tyrod Taylor, and a winning team only does that for 2 reasons: injury or issues. So obviously it was going south fast. So, and I don't.
Amber, you can come in here too, by the way. Just
don't think Josh Allen is gonna be good. I just don't think he's gonna be good now. Give him some time. I think he's got a lot of Phillip Rivers in him. He's a gunslinger. I don't think it's gonna take a long time to learn the NFL. Long time. So maybe keeping Tyrod around for that would have been nice, but
does anybody also? I'm sorry to interrupt. Does anybody know when Zane was arrested? I don't know when that happened. Was he even arrested? Is that just a rumor, or was he arrested either on a live stream or because of a live stream? I just want to find out if anybody knows if that's even true. It's something that I heard in another chat or something. I didn't hear it. I saw it. So just want to see if that's a true deal, if that really happened, and compare some notes. The under part of my leg itches so bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. They should have kept Tyrod in the game. They should have kept Tyrod as a player, and they'd be a better team this year with them. But you can't stay in mediocrity and expect to go up or to go down. Like, look at the Philadelphia 76ers, for instance. They were terrible for a long time to get good. So you can't stay in the middle of the field and ever expect to really get better because no one wants to go play in Buffalo. Right, so the free agency market isn't open to Buffalo. So getting rid of Tyrod.
He says he sees where you're coming from.
Yes, that's why I read
Yeah,
it.
border hoppers need those too. I should not have read that. Why do I do that, man? I just dive my face right in there and read the first thing I can.
That guy,
read.
he keeps putting it.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Backwards.
He's him and Big Nick. He's the same person. Was interested. He just posted a video, and it wasn't any time recently. I don't think. That's why I'm asking. Did that happen? Was he ever? I had read it in another chat, and Rebecca's saying I don't believe he was. Okay, and it wasn't any time recently. It was not any time recently. Damn, I might have started something. I'm not saying that really recently happened. I'm saying that I had heard or read that it had happened to him a while back. Because of a video or something. But I just wanted to see if that was true or if I maybe misread what I read. Just because the similarities to what what happened here. So, trying to stay cool. I'm not talking about it because there's certain things that I just can't talk about. See, that's what we did. We got cloaked. Can't talk about it.
But Buffalo's got a lot of holes, and I think keeping a good quarterback, a solid Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, Zane wasn't arrested. I mean, there's no way.
I don't know who the fuck Zane is. So
I'm telling you, man. He wasn't arrested, and he doesn't play for Buffalo.
Okay.
I guarantee he doesn't.
Why
play
is this
for
not
Buffalo.
scrolling?
I don't know. But you're doing good with it. As the scroller, you're probably the best because when I do it, I interrupt the camera.
Brian Mormon is a Hall of Famer if punters got in the Hall of Fame regularly.
Yeah, and if they did, the Hall of Fame would be stupid.
Brian Mormon is... Alright, this pissed me off.
Yeah.
You gotta make it...
Oh, good, we pissed off that dude. Man, that's rare. Only guys. Where's the dumb guy from Shepherd's Treehouse? He's not here. It's just me, the only dumb guy in the room.
I'm White Vader, dog. Nope. Didn't mean to say that like that.
You didn't mean to say it. You can't even hold him. I mean, don't worry about this. This isn't going anywhere. Nobody sees this. This was so good about it. This is just play. You know?
I'm Darth Vader.
It's worked out awesome for all of us. If I could edit and could take videos and edit them and do all that right now, I probably would, you know.
I read something cool about Texas the other day.
Different things than live.
Which is, it takes 19 hours to drive from one side of Texas to the other. And that's fucking depressing.
Wow. It's good to know that we don't got to go that way, so we can go straight down from North Carolina right into California. Just south of Texas.
This is so...
Where is this scroll? You see the way I spelled Texas.
Turn around?
Program around. Michael Dibble. Good turn the Penn State football program around. That's a really good joke. God, dude, I'm nominating that one. That goes down as, in my Hobo Emmys, as Joke of the Year. That's going to be a nominee. Joshua Pierce, do you think, because Brandon had to think about that for a second, and Michael Dibble is the dude who is not funny at all, but it's very funny.
I get it.
And it's irony.
I actually didn't get it at all.
Yeah, and then Penn State.
I just looked it up.
Because it's Penn State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right? That's a double.
That's a really bad joke.
I know.
I was liking you because you were talking about Buffalo.
Dude, you get 2 thumbs up for that.
Really awful.
That was really very... Honestly, we're going to talk about that joke now for 26 straight minutes. Go!
No, it doesn't need any more light.
Come on, man. I mean, using the phrase there, do you think he could... That really made the joke. Like, that's really... It was a 1-2 punch.
It was.
It was a Michael Dibble, Penn State, turn it around. The knockout blow was the turn it around part of that joke. Right?
Yes.
Oh, man. Excellent joke. Excellent joke.
61.
You should give that guy a thumbs up. You should take that. And also, in honor of John McCain, I'll take a thumbs down today, all day. So I'm just going to get that out there. John McCain.
I wanted this to scroll.
Gave up his.
Whoa.
He's not taking any more medicine for his cancer.
I don't know what to do here.
And so he's going to just go without taking medicine from now on, and that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah. So I'm just like, man, he's been a really good, like, down the middle Republican this whole time, if you followed along with it. So Brandon touched a button, and there you go, you guys. Can you see that? Okay, guys.
Scrolling now, though.
See that, guys? All right, guys. This is my sink. Okay, guys. I just take the Phillips head, guys. And I turn this knob right there, guys, to the left, just a little bit, you know, because it's lefty-loosey, guys. And then I pull the door open, guys, and I go in there, guys. And I grab the hose, guys. And I just wash off the dishes, guys. All right, guys. Let me turn this thing around and turn it back around. There we go. All right, Brandon. No more touching the phone.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so that was a great joke. John McCain, because he did this and saves healthcare, for some people that was a really good thing. I don't think that what this dude would do would be any better, so let's leave it the way it is so we can fix it and make it just be healthcare for everybody. I think everybody knows that. Honest to God, it can work. We can make it happen. Enough politics. Really, we should just talk some life. Brandon got a house. That's badass. It's important. You know, I'm not in jail today. That is a great thing. And jails in Cabarrus County, by the way, you don't want to go to jail in Cabarrus County. So there you go. It ain't. Don't ever think that it's something like Mayberry, because it turns out it ain't nothing like Mayberry at all in there. Jail. There's like 50 different layers to where you get to where you're going, right? I was thinking, like, you know, Clint Eastwood, there's a movie where he was able to just carve his way through a wall, right? And just scurry through the fucking air ducts and jumped out of Alcatraz and shit, right? And swam. All right. You couldn't do that here if they gave you a fucking jackhammer and pretended not to hear you trying.
Yeah.
You still couldn't bust your ass up out of this motherfucker because, first of all, you'd be knocking down walls and be like, fuck, where am I? I don't, because you haven't been taken back here yet, so you don't fucking know where the fuck you are when you get there. You don't know. There's not like a blueprint on the wall. You're here. They don't do that. I don't think that half the cops know where the fuck they are. They walk up to the door and they're looking at the fucking thing like, and you're like, can you not open this? Is this not open? Are we stuck in here? They just sit there and you wait. And then the door makes a noise and it opens. And then that's not even where you're going. There's 4 more layers to where you're going. And then you're upstairs and then behind your own fucking door. It is that hard.
I am
excited. There's no breaking out of motherfucking jail.
I am excited.
Whoever thought to ever break out of jail? Stupid.
It's weird. The house needs a lot of work. It was 1962 house. And I work in I work in homes a lot. So I know a lot of the elderly home issues that come with old houses.
Plumbing, man.
Well, that and asbestos and everything. And got a lot. So I got a lot to work on. But I got my friend helping me out. We're doing the yard next week, and then we're gonna start on other stuff the upcoming weeks. You
gonna do a fundraising campaign online for solar power?
No.
Because if you are, I think there are some people who might be able to help you with that. Or if you are in need of like 1,500 subscribers overnight.
Yes.
Boy, I think I know a dude who can help you.
Is Brazil a question or like?
Yeah, Brazil's a question. It certainly is. I think maybe they're inviting you to Brazil.
Oh, was that it? I would love to go to Brazil.
Brazil, anyone? Hey, let's go.
I would love to go to Brazil.
Sure.
If you buy like everything. Hey, buddy.
All of it. There he is again. See, he logged back on. See, you want.
What a name.
Yeah, I know, right?
He wants you to
Big
say
Nick
it
Digger,
back.
right? And everybody in these chat rooms knows him. And what he won't be able to do now is also be like, you won't hear right now from Good Job Amber till he can log back off, switch his name. He has to go back on his phone right now, switch to his other YouTube channel, and come back on. And this is how this is how long it'll take him to even do it. I'm daring you. Go ahead. See, where are you? Where are you, Good Job, Amber? So it's the same person, and he gets off on doing that, and that's fine. She gets that. Like, I showed her what this dude looks like. She gets that, where it's coming from. When my dog makes a poop, I say, "Good job, buddy." Is exactly what I was thinking of. There's like a bunch of celebrities now, like that you'll see on whatever. Talk show or whatever, and you'll hear a celebrity say "good job, buddy" for whatever reason. And now I can't help but think, I wish I could snag that and put it like in an intro, like of all the different celebrities saying it, sounding like they're plugging away at the channel, even though obviously they would never know who we were.
Yeah, I work in water mitigation, restoration, that field. I've been a lead for almost 4 years now, so I'm certified and all that boring shit. But yeah, I'm handy and I can do that kind of stuff.
All that hippie jazz.
Yeah. Hippie jazz.
That's Community Cause's sign off.
Ah, okay.
He also has a song. Like I got a song.
Yeah, I've heard it.
How much you like mine though, compared to how much you wouldn't like his. It's funny. Because his song's like, "Sings cost some money on
well, probably don't sing it though,
so he can buy himself something to eat."
Copyright strike here.
He would try. He would. I hope he does. I don't mind that. That's another question. Like, if he has 64 people in his chat room tonight, Community Cause, or today, tomorrow, whatever, Community Cause, we'll have as many people chit-chatting, as many people as I got, and many likes and dislikes. The only difference is, usually lately for the last month have doubled his views, but otherwise mostly all even, and he has 3,500 subscribers. I don't understand why he can say that this person bought subscribers, and then, but probably not this person who he also knows, and probably not himself.
3 rooms. It's 3 rooms. 3 rooms, 2 baths.
No, I mean 3 rooms, 2 baths. So.
The person is.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad you can read it from there.
Front yard, backyard.
Awesome. You can read it.
Forrest.
My buddy. See Jeff?
It was good job, Amber.
Yeah. That dude, good job, Amber. He doesn't want to see me exercise, dude. Some of my exercises I've been doing lately, my jujitsu. I've been kicking some jujitsu, dude.
Yikes.
My coach, all over me.
You probably look like Aaron Paul.
I probably look like Aaron Paul. I mean, you probably mean Logan Paul. But I probably look more like Aaron Paul doing it,
yeah.
who is on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's working. Okay.
Yeah. So you were more right than you were wrong. So yeah, who y'all got tomorrow in the fight? Logan Paul, KSI. Let's see how many people got either or give a fuck. Which one do you think will win on this?
I don't care.
I know you don't care,
but I hope the building collapses. All of them die.
No, that's not what I said. I did not say that. We didn't even say that. He just was talking about a movie he'd seen, because next thing you know, that'll happen and it'll be our fault. Yeah, don't care.
Logan Paul, dog.
McGregor or Khabib, Brandon? Actually,
that's a good
question.
McGregor or Khabib? I'm taking Khabib, but my heart is with McGregor. It'll always be with McGregor. I am Conor McGregor.
There it is, cat's out of the bag. He's actually Conor McGregor. Fucking fooled y'all all this time, and man, you killed it with the accent.
Khabib is a monster. Khabib is a monster. He's 24-0. He's a Russian takedown specialist. It's gonna be dirty when they fight, and I don't think it'll be close.
What's really funny is that no one has answered at all KSI or Logan Paul. No one really gives a fuck but me. That puts me in a whole new level of my own world of bullshit. That's great. Even further away. But I think McGregor will actually win that fight with a counter punch. I'll take it all the way down to that.
I don't think he's gonna have a chance to punch. It's gonna bells in the ring. He's gonna take him down. Khabib has the record for most takedowns in a single fight in UFC history. And I love Conor McGregor. And
you shouldn't have to take somebody down that many times.
I mean, you're right. Oh, I'm so ready for that fight in October.
Josh, there you go, Logan. And Jake Paul's going to destroy Deji. There's no doubt about it. It's funny, though, how I get distracted by the comments.
Yes.
Because I talk so much shit about people getting distracted by comments, and I do it too. I'm such a... God, I'm always wrong about things these days. As well. It's ridiculous.
Huge NBA fan, football fan, basketball, all sports.
I'm formerly a big football fan. Brandon will tell you. I taught him. How do you think he even came to love some football?
Yeah.
I love basketball. I play basketball. Brandon will tell you. The man took my basketball title from me when I was 38 years old.
The GOAT. I don't care what you say.
You know, hey.
I'm just trying to start it.
I like fighting. I've always loved boxing because of Mike Tyson. And then I love MMA. And really, for me, I love Joe Rogan also.
Yeah.
Separately. And so also, you get to hear him break down fights.
Yes.
It really, really, really does get you.
Shameless plug. That shit. Go listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. That is a great podcast to listen to. He's a great speaker. And they very many subjects, especially if you like MMA.
I think most of them know the Joe Rogan podcast. I've talked about Joe Rogan.
JRE.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan. I want to be on your show one day if you ever see this. I love you.
Have you ever seen the bit that him and Eddie Bravo did with the Brazilian black belt? He called him Joe Hogan. Joe Hogan. He's in there. He's in the gym when Joe's getting done working out, and he's following him around. He's waiting for him outside the bathroom while he's showering, and he's just like bugging him about getting a shot in the UFC.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a spoof on probably anybody they run into in the gym who's not a UFC fighter. It would be like me, you know, following him around, being like, dude, I can do it, man. Just give me a shot, you know?
Yeah.
You winking at somebody?
No, I was just reading it. Stupid.
I can't believe you can see them there still. These do nothing but make me look like my face glows in this area.
This is going to bother me.
I'm not being able to see with them at all. Anyway, this dude out there in the slabs wants to, well, he started out, his name's Community Cause, he started out by saying that essentially he didn't like me at all because I stuck my nose in their business out there. And I felt like I did that because it was interesting and people wanted to know. Nobody else was answering the questions people had. So I just put out there, and that's how this started. And he's like, now he's putting up videos for the views, and I'm like, you know,
that's what everyone puts the videos for.
Right, like what is YouTube? We're not, and my joke was we're not putting it up for the smells. And Amber just got that yesterday, by the way, that what that meant. That I'm not putting it up for the smells. She thought there was a smell, that you could actually smell something. Instead of like it, view it, whatever. She was like, she thought, well, I thought that was another term, like it or unsubscribe or whatever.
Scratch and sniff it.
Yeah, scratch and sniff it. So, but anyway, he said that he was gonna F Amber, and that was how he was gonna get back at me if I don't quit sticking my nose in there. Real classy. And so I reacted to that video, and then he reacted. People will say things on his chat. People say things in my chat. I suggested that, or either I suggested or I read a suggestion that we fight, you know, like a charity fight, like goofing around, like you know, sort of playing around with the
if you guys want to see a fight,
Logan Paul KSI thing.
Look, book me a flight tonight, and we'll fight tomorrow. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Book me a flight tonight, and I'll fight him tomorrow.
Oh, fight! Oh, book him a flight
tonight.
Tonight.
Fight this
and
guy
you're gonna
tomorrow.
fight me?
Not you. The
Community Cause tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll fight him tomorrow. I mean,
Sight unseen. Sight unseen. That's going to be a bigger problem for Community Cause because he's bigger than me. Even though I'm girthier sitting down. He's 6'2", 6'3", all of 225.
Meth is out of control.
So.
Slab, sorry, but true.
Yeah, there's all kinds of bad. The thing is, like, as I read the slabs, you know, and what Brandon got introduced to slabs because I believe the first book you ever read, right? Into the Wild
is not the first book, but my favorite book. Only one I ever read twice.
Into the Wild, John Krakauer, and of course you saw the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandon, like, if you look at his Facebook timeline 2-3 years ago, it was a lot of Into the Wild type.
Yeah.
You know, you were doing your own pontificating poetically.
Yeah.
In sort of the same Christopher McCandless genre way, right? So, and Brandon read into, I think, the romanticizing of the idea of being able to do that, which I think I did too. We all kind of fell in love with that, especially the way the movie does it. You know, the movie with the soundtrack and the views, the visuals, it makes it look really, really appealing. I gotta say for sure though, like, thanks to somebody like Cause, I can see what it actually does to somebody. And isolation out in the desert like that changes you from like a free-loving, spiritual, free-loving hippie to more of a survivor in the wild, kind of more animal instinct type person, where you're, to what I perceive it to be, more pack protective and more tribal, and not so much, you know, what you are. And what my idea of you being a community guy is that you're great with your small community within the slab community, but yeah, I also read that that's what's going on all over the place, that there's sub communities within the slab community that sometimes disagree with each other, and sometimes, look, I've seen it on Zane's channel. A dude got hit with a butt end of a tree limb, Brandon, and beat down with it, and nobody like was able to after that tell me, or nobody I asked knew what happened to that guy. Like, was he all right? He looked like they kind of pulverized him with a tree limb on his live stream. It was, you know, Zane was walking up to it. It wasn't him himself. He was like, holy shit. He was walking up to it, but it's hard to see because, you know, it buffers a lot out there. Actually, Dempsey's paintings look about like what the buffering looks like. It's kind of funny. They're in there, but so it's funny because you'll sit there and stare at a screen that's kind of buffered and stuck, but you can still read the comments. So you're reading the comments, and then, you know, it'll get unstuck. You can try to get caught up, but it was buffering during this time. But yeah, somebody got the wheels beat off them. So my point is that slabs seem to have a very tribal, mean element to them still. Like, people who will steal from you, will burn you out of your campground, people will hurt you, you know, and then in some cases, children aren't safe there. Certainly, you know, I've seen videos of people out in the slabs with children doing fine, but in some cases, you know, they're not good. They're not safe. Some cases there are hard drugs moving around, but it's not everybody. But there's an element of it, just like in any other society, there's an element of it. I think what happens in the slabs is you take that and you smush that down into a much smaller community of people, and it stands out. You know, I mean, you can go and look at the reports on the slabs, some of the stuff coming out of there in the last, well, since the beginning of the year. You know, one of the slabbers reported several people dead in a week.
Yeah, I can't afford to fly myself out there. I'm assuming none of you know how to buy me an airplane ticket. So it was obviously a joke. I'm not going to fly and go fight them. To the people who were saying, don't lower myself to that. I'm like, catch the...
Well, but you got to really do realize that I'm your dad and people take everything I say absolutely freaking seriously. Which, you guys got to realize Brandon knows me better and he thinks I'm joking all the time. So that's why he can joke back with me.
And I am joking all the time.
And he is joking out there. He's never been sincere about anything. He's been a lot of girlfriends and he's like, they're like, what the fuck? And he's like, I was kidding.
It was a joke.
It's just a joke, guys. Come on. Take shit too seriously. I just blew snot out of my nose when I laughed. So that just happened. Is it uncomfortable yet? With these people?
No, it's dope.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes.
So you can see there's essentially about 10 to 12 people talking at once, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, but, you know, 70 people in here, that means there's 60 people not saying a word, you know?
Who is COZ?
That's community cause.
Okay. I thought it was like...
He's in here watching, and then he's got people who do work for him, like Wrench. They do his...
Wrench?
And they moderate for him. They'll moderate his channel. And see, like, he lured me out one time. I was there watching, and he kept thinking these couple of people were me. But then he said something. I finally said something, so they knew it was me, and he blocked me. And, you know, then they say shit, and you can't respond to it. But he knew that I would just come on and do it, say it on the video. So now I don't try to ever say anything on his chat room. I'm like, whatever, I'm watching some of his old videos to kind of put together the big thing that I'm working on, the big deal. I'm so excited about.
Okay. Hello, Misty.
All right, God,
Moonshine.
that was exciting. But no, otherwise, a few people will tell him things that I said too, and it's been fun, man. We all just a little bit of ass talk here, a little bit of ass talk there. You know who Lil Yachty is?
Yes.
The rapper Lil Yachty. He filmed a video at Cause's place. One of his music videos was at Community Cause's place, for real. It's pretty fucking cool, actually. It's pretty cool. I don't remember the name of it. Somebody will say it in here. Cause is in the video too, and he's wearing the same shit he wore today in that video.
Lil Yachty's terrible.
Well, there's that. I don't think even Cause necessarily is a big fan of the song, but
and
it's
that
cool.
Fucking froze the thing again.
It's only because you touched it, and it's just gotta. Once it's back up, it's up. That person thinks Cause is uber cool. Perhaps they would take a ride with him.
I apparently don't take your opinion seriously, because everything I'm hearing about Cause is bad.
Yeah, and I mean it would be the same way probably on his channel. Everything you were hearing about me would be bad. You know, the thing is that he lets people say anything they want about me or Amber on his thing, but then also claims not to. He's just, the moderators are simply there to keep it 100, like, you know. But it's really not. It's really just there to keep his feelings from being hurt. And
you know what I did to fix it when I also broke it?
Yeah, but I can do like this, start over, same technique as you were doing.
Avoid meth. Avoiding meth talk? Yeah, I've never done meth, so it's hard to talk about it.
Yeah. You wouldn't know how to.
It's still fucked up. All you gotta do is...
No, we're not going to fuck it up to fuck it up. This is what you did, right?
Yeah, push that.
Right.
And I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, remember, I pushed a shitload of things. Count me in, that's the name of the song. Alright, there it is, it fixed it. I can't believe that fixes it. It's so stupid that this button is what fixes that.
You gotta change
There's no reason for that to be the fix it button.
A word? Sure. Cannabis?
Oh, he's saying one word. Sure. Like you haven't done crystal meth. Everybody does crystal meth.
I haven't done any drugs.
He lives in Breaking Bad land, though.
Oh, true. Is that like...
Well, I mean, obviously, everybody from Albuquerque West has had to do it. They made so much of it in Breaking Bad, somebody had to do it.
What?
Well, they mentioned Matt. It takes off my AdSense. Yeah, I don't have that, though. I'm,
Brandon is as soft as a bagel.
Brandon is as soft as a bagel. There he goes. He's fucking with you now. He's a troll. He's a troll. I love it, man. It's so awesome to have trolls, guys. Man, I dreamed of the day.
Bagels are delicious.
One day I was like, man, my ego is making my brain hurt. I gotta have a way to bring this down without working at it. So I just was like, I'm doing a YouTube thing, and that'll fuck it right up. And I'll tell you, the best part for my ego was when I was arrested. That definitely locked the ego. Check. And then got thrown into all those layers of jail.
Yeah, no, Jeff, we're not. We're just joking. Again, don't.
Did I say something else stupid?
No, he's meth destroyed his family. And
Oh,
then he said,
man,
thanks.
I'm sorry. Gosh, man, heroin has destroyed our family.
Yeah.
Heroin's killed his mother and his grandmother. And eventually, you know, it took a while, but eventually it was that. And his step-grandfather. We've been dealing with it too, man. And I'm not trying to make jokes about it. And really, honestly, if people are going to troll you about shit you don't know about, fuck them. You know, I think I give a damn about a bitch, I ain't a sucker.
Whoa.
Right?
What he said.
That's what I said. People know what I'm saying.
Speedballs destroyed John Belushi.
John Belushi, yeah, man. John Belushi.
Speedball is that workout
Jim
ball?
Belushi's brother.
Is that the workout ball?
Speedball. It's a combination of heroin and cocaine.
I thought those were the giant, like,
you would
meme,
think that.
The meme.
Speedball.
Oh, yeah.
Speed bag. That's a speed bag.
Yeah, I was thinking of the giant meme balls that people run into each other and fly across the room with. The workout balls.
Oh, and I was thinking of medicine balls where you do that with them, you know? The workout ball.
Are we ever going to visit the slabs? Eventually, when they're gone.
When they're stacked up and being used as the wall on the southern border, we'll go visit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they basically run everybody out of there and it's completely empty.
When the fires catch up to you guys, we'll
come and put it out.
We'll come through there.
That's something they're actually used to out there, believe it or not. There's fires all the time.
Yeah.
In the middle of the desert, you wouldn't think so.
I mean, in the middle of the desert, you would think so.
I know. I was making
Hey, buddy, what did you think during the jail strip search?
I didn't like the jail strip search. Not particularly fond of that situation, and it's totally demeaning and embarrassing and completely unnecessary because I'm not bringing anything in there, but it goes to the lowest common denominator in jail. So if anybody has snuck something into jail, everybody gets assumed that they're sneaking something into jail. Because that's how that works.
When was the last time I banged my cousin? Probably 28 years ago.
Yeah, just 3 years before he was born.
Yeah.
And it was when I did it, and it wasn't his cousin, it was a girl I went to high school with.
Oh, right.
It's kind of uncomfortable thinking about. When I do this,
you guys are cool, not trolling,
chokes
looking for the
fuck
truth.
out of me.
That's what we're here for. We're here to spit the truth.
Nothing but lyrics.
This is
the autobiography.
YouTube news. Truth
Well,
serum.
I was thinking we could be like Slab TMZ.
Or we could just,
Slabs
maybe
and-
take our focus and just expand it.
We could be all of YouTube news. I mean, we could take on Keemstar.
We could. Keemstar's dope, though.
He's very dope. I like his Dollar in the Wood song.
Yo, all right. Argument right now in the chat. Who's the best Fortnite player?
I mean, I thought earlier that we would have more talk about Fortnite. I didn't. Maybe they're not into Fortnite, and that would be good because I'm not.
Did I sleep well? No, I never sleep well.
No, bags run in our family, man. We're travelers. We come from Irish travelers. That was our heritage. Literally second generation from the boat.
What the fuck is Fortnite? First of all, don't ever spell it like that ever again.
Uh-oh. There you go. Now you don't open up a damn sore spot.
Fortnite is the best and worst video game ever created.
He's from the video game era, generation. My generation, like Madden 98 was about where I quit at, Madden 98-ish. Randy Moss was incredible. And then one day my kids were playing and it was Madden 2010 or something, and I was like, oh fuck. I tried to play, and y'all have to use like your legs and shit on your controllers. They're incredible. I don't know how you do it.
Madden 19 just came out.
You know, hit shit with your chin. It's just too much. You got to be it surpassed me.
Baker Mayfield is gonna be a GOAT.
Started
I'm
reading
saying it
more.
right now. I'm saying it right now. Cleveland Browns finished 9-7, second in the division. We're beating Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Cincinnati at home this year.
Sounds like a crazy shout out.
Baker Mayfield, follow me on Twitter. You're my son. We need to reconnect. Good luck in the NFL, brother. And
People are definitely going to believe you're my son now, for sure. Yeah.
Brandon, I ride Harleys and bang. Oh, I don't have a. Well, okay, I do.
Awesome.
Hashtag queer. All right. Good job, you man.
Good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
See, I can't
you are in life.
see how people do this right here. Like the interaction part, because literally this chokes me off.
I can read it right.
I feel like if I were to stay that way for a whole another minute, I would probably just fall over forward.
Bro, if any of you guys are football fans, I'm telling you, I'm calling right now. We can fucking screenshot it, do what you gotta do, whatever you gotta do to clip it. Cleveland Browns, 3 years from now, will be Super Bowl contenders.
What's your prediction in the Chaos Logan Paul fight? Just make a prediction anyway. You hate the Pauls anyway. You hate the Pauls.
I believe the fight's gonna go 12 rounds, and they're gonna just fucking pick somebody to win. I don't think anyone's gonna fucking do anything to anybody. No, 12 rounds, and they're gonna be like, I guess he won this round, and I guess he won this round.
All right, that's good.
Because you have to score it 29 to 28.
I'll say that I'm gonna say the Panthers win the Super Bowl because I'm copping out.
Silly.
I'm copping out.
Give me. Hang on. Before we do that, give me your 4 AFC division winners.
McGregor.
Your 4 NFC division winners.
Oh fuck, man. I mean, the Panthers, the Eagles, the Vikings, and West, probably the Rams.
Okay. Other side.
And I'm just gonna say New England because they just always do, and if Roethlisberger stays healthy, Pittsburgh, and Chargers, and down there Jaguars.
Okay. I've got Pittsburgh, New England, Jacksonville. What?
I said, who gives a fuck? Well, I'm kidding. Everybody's like, he's already won it.
Jacksonville. Who was the other one?
Pittsburgh, New England, Jacksonville, the North.
North.
Like the Browns and the Steelers.
Pittsburgh. New England, Jacksonville, San Diego, LA Chargers. And then in the NFC, I've got New Orleans, Philadelphia.
I'm coming out as soon as I get something to eat. Okay, I'm for something we're gonna eat, so don't get off.
Okay, I'm not getting off. We're just naming out some football teams, getting our people fired up for some football.
All right, cool. Well, the good talent's about to come out.
I'd have a drink though.
Me too.
Okay, I just opened yours.
Sun drop.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, but
there's one in the freezer.
Okay?
There's one in the freezer.
I think that's the one she opened.
Oh, this one you open.
It wasn't in the freezer, it's in the fridge.
What?
Just have a sip of
Yeah,
it.
crabs.
See half of it. That's why.
It's from walking in these tights, but you can call it what the fuck you want.
I think she wanted Dr. Pepper half cold, half warm. So I just opened it.
He wanted a Dr. Pepper that was half cold and half warm?
Yes. Hi. Hi, everyone. I'll come back in a minute. Back
Dempsey's birthday, and
you don't want it
he
now?
gets it that way.
I just opened it and poured it in his bottle.
It's okay.
You won't drink it? It hasn't been touched by anybody.
I want to hold Dr. Pepper.
Okay. See, Dempsey, you make this.
Alright, so you did the AFC.
AFC. NFC is New Orleans is winning the NFC South. Philadelphia. I honestly think that division's up for grabs. Philadelphia has not impressed me in this preseason. It's preseason, so I'll go with Philly, but reluctantly go with Philly. And then the Rams and Minnesota, with my wild card teams being San Francisco, Green Bay. Obviously, there's only 2 wild cards, but I'm gonna give 4 wild card options: Carolina and Washington or New York.
Wait a minute, so you can make 4 wild card options now? Is that a new rule?
No. It's just those are my 4. Those are my 4 guys that I'm picking to be wild card teams.
All right.
In the NFC. Technically, it's 5. Washington and New York, you can intertwine either one of those. I think they'll finish with the same record. It's just who scores most points. So they're going to split home games against each other. They always do. And then San Francisco. I love San Francisco.
Here you go, man. Wait till you get a load of this.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna have her sit in, I think, with you.
Oh God.
Wait till you see the talking that they get into. You wanna add it now?
No, I said I'm coming out.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you
Oh,
for
I
your
thought you
opinion
were
for the
letting me
4th
know.
time.
Cool. It's no big deal, man.
If you don't like it, then go somewhere else.
Yeah, fuck off, please. There's a
I'm lame.
there's
Thank you.
there's
I know.
somebody in this genre. She knows who she is, and I hope that her mother gets well. But you know, if they can hang through all that, they can hang through all this. So
Cleveland's quarterback
put
is
the phone down and
Tyrod
walks
Taylor
away from
and
him.
Baker Mayfield. Tyrod Taylor's a starter for now. Baker Mayfield's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
It's whatever, man. We're doing a as we're going along through here, and as I'm watching these hobo videos coming out of the slabs.
Who is this guy?
I'm coming out with these hobo awards, and I'm gonna do a hobo awards show at probably the end of the summer, like right around when Slab City gets full of people again.
You think football is fake? Why don't you go ask all the 8 ASL people?
He's doing that to troll you.
I know.
I wouldn't even bother with that.
I know, it just bothers me. There's a bunch
It
of people
shouldn't bother you.
suffering from.
It shouldn't
playing
bother you
football.
because that guy doesn't. He's just doing that fucking. But so it's gonna be a whole brand new thing at the Hobo Emmy Awards, and I would like for people to send me any nominations, anything you think, because that's something I want to do, and hopefully by then I'm able to do some video editing. We got one computer we have has got to. It's been played with by a 3-year-old for 6-8 months now, and it's gonna have to get some work. So it's just not ready to attempt to even.
I'm telling you,
try to
man.
do it.
Believe in Josh Allen. He's gonna be solid. Not this year. He's gonna be terrible this year. But he's gonna be solid.
I don't know what you're trying to say, Amber.
You guys have any more food? Go.
He's making spaghetti.
Oh, go. Like now or like?
I don't know, like now. It's close to dinner time. Yeah, I want to let her come on. I don't know if she's going. Okay. Okay.
Wait, what she did?
There's no reason to even say anything like that.
Shepard did what?
Don't worry about it. All right. But I'm letting you come out here whenever you want to, Am. Well, I mean, I'll switch with you. I don't know if she's listening or not. This has gotten to be so weird. Here, let's do some exercises, man. You ready?
Okay.
These I call these.
Pancakes.
Well, that's what they used to call them. You know, when you're a professional.
Gotcha. Never.
Wait. This is my walk-in music to my fight.
This is Logan Paul's walking music.
I
100% am telling you he's gonna have a trolley walking song.
Here we go. You gotta do like this. If you can do this, this is the most important part of jiu-jitsu. There we go.
Yeah.
That's just a warm-up, man.
You're gonna hit yourself in the face.
I did. You want to give yourself at least a little whack. That'll get you. If not focused, it'll definitely get you unfocused for at least a moment. Like if you bite your tongue or something, that'll definitely throw you for a small loop.
Thank you, Cindy. I am great.
You want to get a little uncomfortable, and Cindy's a great. Awesome,
I am great.
Awesome.
And I'm handsome. Thank you.
Cindy is fantastic. She's been a very supportive person for. Good job, buddy.
Cindy, you're
Amber
beautiful.
And I.
And average.
and that Brandon thinks that's the best thing there is because I'm his dad. So he's just like he thinks average is the pinnacle. Just so you know, he's not. There's no better words than that.
Oh, I'm just kidding. You're.
It's like if Donald Trump's
being.
most awesome word was average. That's the way he uses it. He's just like, you guys have been so average to me. Thank you. It's the most average day of my life.
You know what I miss?
Oh man, you guys can't have any of that. You're not allowed.
I miss the Minneapolis Miracle. That was the greatest moment in sports history. It wasn't, but it was for me.
The Minneapolis Miracle. Oh, what happened last year?
Yeah.
The
Stephon
catch
Diggs
against
New Orleans
yeah.
Saints. And that dude just whiffed on the tackle, and 10 seconds to go in the game, Kirk Cousins slings it down the side of the field, and Stephon Diggs.
I'm glad that happened that day in particular, because that day I went to collect more of the money I was owed for the Super Bowl for fantasy football from a certain person who would then, I can actually point to the day that we met. That play was actually, that happened when I met that person, when I was with that person. And that's going to be important coming up here to prove something. So I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I had to listen to some of it on the radio, and I had to pull over into the old driveway to be able to hear the rest of it. But yeah, that was pretty freaking fragging awesome, guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. How about guys? Guys?
I'm going to have a southern drawl like my papa.
Guys.
I don't know, because I have more than one parent.
Yeah.
That might be different than you guys, but.
Brandon, I don't know, man. Did we not sound like we're from the same area of the world?
I don't know. I can't hear myself, so.
Yeah, that's a really good question. If you want to get somebody self-conscious while they're talking, talk about the way they sound. That'll work. That works.
I don't care about that. I don't care about anything.
Now I'm paying attention to it. And I think I can do other accents.
If I can give any advice to you people out here, you 75 folks watching us, don't care about anything. Ever. There it is.
The man's been around the world several times. In fact, he's been around the world so much at the same time that everything started going backwards for a little bit, and then he had to stop.
Like I said, I'm actually Jesus.
That's a name. Just a name. I want to say though that if he's serious and if he's really wants to do it, I will absolutely accept challenge to
Wait,
do that community cause.
Oh.
you know, a boxing match for charity. I don't want any, I'm not trying to get, you don't need to buy me any subscribers. I'm good. You can just do that for the people you do that for.
Am I gay? No.
And you
Unfortunately.
can absolutely keep all the money.
Me?
Well, community cause for charity. That way, you know, it'll go to charity. So, and you can help out. You can buy more subscribers for more of those slabbers out there. That'll be pretty awesome. And but yeah, we'll let Amber come in here in a few. And we're I guess what I would say is don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Rocking our peers, putting suckers in fear.
Chris
Making their
Pratt.
tears rain down like a monsoon.
Enter your Chris Pratt memes here.
Overpower. Over the competition, I'm towering. Record shots. When I drop these lyrics, I'd make you want to call the cops. Oops. Did it again.
Brandon
Those are actually lyrics
sausage.
from a song.
Man, you have one interesting life there, guy.
Is it the same person?
Yeah, same person.
Yeah.
Just in here, just being a jack.
Isn't it funny though how there are that many people in here and then one person will get you to, you know, it'll take you off your rocker.
No, I don't care about it. It's interesting to me that that's the way you decide to live your life.
Well, I mean, you know, he could say the same for us. This could be what he does during this time, you know. He gets off work, he sits down, he like makes himself a Marie Callender chicken fucking thing, pot pie.
Switches between his two profiles.
And he's like, yeah, he's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna switch back and forth between Good Job Amber and Big Nick Digger, and I'm going to fuck with any of these streamers that come on in this Slab City genre. I'm gonna just, some of them are gonna be my friends, and I'm gonna pretend to be down with them, but they are just as trolly and or just as, you know, effed up as I am, and then we're gonna plan our little attacks and go in these chat rooms and attack, and they eat that Marie Callender's up, dude.
Bye, Joshua.
They attack, and that's what they do. So the way that they get their bonuses is to get kicked out of places, kicked off of platforms, whatever. It's likely that Big Nick is an incel, which is involuntarily celibate, and which means that he can't get laid. And
no, I think he has children. Children hate him.
No, he's involuntarily celibate. I know this. He gets in the incel chat rooms. There's incel chat rooms for people who are involuntarily celibate, and they act like this. This is what they do. So, he actually in those incel chat rooms, he would be a flake. He would be terrible. He's not even that good that he can hang with the incel chat rooms. The incel chat rooms, there's like a Vice News story on it. Like some of the dudes will poop in their pants just live on stream and then show everybody that they did it. Like, I made a doo-doo. It's so weird, bro.
It sounds weird.
Very weird. And people laugh. They think that's funny. That's just what that type of people are. I think he's in that community but not accepted in that community. So he comes to this community to try to get some acceptance from some of the cast-offs. If you kind of think about it, that's what Slab City sort of is. It's the cast-offs from society. Society! Right? From the movie.
What the fuck is Buddy talking about?
I'm on one of them. I'm on one of them. I'm on that roll.
Life.
Let me let it out.
General.
It's built up in me like a burp. I gotta let it out. I'm full of it. There's a saying. It's like you're full of full of valuable information. I think that's what it is. So but yeah, what I'm saying. Feel good about it. So you got to check out some of these people. Community cause, you got to check out. Eljo is one of my favorite dudes. He's just cool as hell. He's a good artist. He's out in Southern California, out in like San Diego-ish. Take you out on the beach and do his streams from the beach. He's got a just a real sweet way to. He sounds cool. Like he sounds like Southern California, you know.
Yeah. Like me.
Just a surfer, man. He's really, like mean. Oh, like you? Yeah, he's got that surfer. He's got the real vibe thing going on, man. You should check his channel out. El Joe is his name.
Is he one of the guys who goes?
Cal Sherpa is another dude. Love Cal Sherpa.
Dude.
You know how they talk, man. I can't. You want to try to do it? Because there are
Yeah.
probably a lot of people in California watching. We will embarrass ourselves.
Bro, I'm moving to California.
We can try this
in the next
if you want
couple
it.
of months, years or so.
Not afraid to embarrass myself on this motherfucker. If you want to give it a shot, we can try it, dog.
I am talking like a Californian. I was born in Sacramento.
Oh,
Did you know this?
I should. I should know. Yeah.
Yo,
On a map,
people out
yeah.
there, you guys know that neither him nor my mother were at my birth, and it's been pretty tough growing up like that.
Yeah, man.
You know, the movie was great.
He had 2 moms
You know, the movie was great.
when he was born. Neither one of them were there. What? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I hadn't even thought of it.
A Quiet Place. John Krasinski's movie. And the 4-year-old
I
crush.
haven't seen it.
It's a great movie.
The last movie I saw was Jerry Maguire.
Okay. Does anyone else agree with me that A Quiet Place is good, or have you guys haven't seen it? I'm assuming none of you have seen it.
I bet a lot of them know what A Quiet Place is like, but I bet none of them would relate it to a movie. That would be my bet. But let's see, because we're on delay for the cuss words and stuff. Eljo, don't.
Eat Fire Frank,
Do
I
smack
agreed, Red Road Warrior. Great movie. Great movie. It is a great movie.
There you
I've
go.
Seen it.
The results are in.
It is a great movie.
It's a great movie that
It's
Cindy
like a
has not
half.
seen.
It's like a half silent movie, half. That's the answer. Fucking do it, movie. And then the ending's the ending.
How about that movie with the dude with all the notes on him? What's this movie, man? Y'all remember he had to write notes all over himself because he kept forgetting? Wow. The movie goes backwards.
Benjamin Button.
Nope, not like that. It's a sort of a
Memento.
yes,
I
Memento.
said it right there. That guy said it.
Hey, yep, Paulo, thank you. Memento. I thought that movie was really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
It frustrated me to almost punching myself in the face while watching it, but I was just like, it's awesome at the same time. Joe Rogan had the dude who wrote Fight Club on the other day. Interesting interview. Joe Rogan can interview a pile of dog shit, and it would make it interesting. Seriously. Every time it pops up, it's another name, and I'm like, I don't know who this person is, but I'll listen anyway. And I'm like, well, okay. It works for me because of the walking, man. I do a lot of walking, Brand, so 4 miles a day at least, and I'll listen to most of the YouTubing that I get. Like if I'm in Tommy's Shepherd's Tree House or something, I'm listening to them. I'm not watching. So if you're staring at the screen, that doesn't bother me as much. I don't realize it, that they're just staring at the screen reading.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of listening to what they say. And I try to take that in consideration when people are watching us. There might be people who are also listening, walking or whatever, doing something and just trying to hear.
Traga, if you donate $150 to us, I'll fight my dad.
See, the thing is,
Brandon, fight your father.
well, that's the other thing. I just let them tell me what to do. I just do whatever they say. I don't ask for any money, and I haven't and won't ask for any money. Because of the way this channel took off.
Have you guys heard?
I don't ever want to ever do that.
Prime?
In light of the idea that that's what these guys were doing. They're asking people for money for doing exactly what I'm doing. And Brandon knows. Like I just got a job today. But it was the first job I've actually gotten in 10 days, probably.
Yeah.
9 or 10 days, that, that I'll be able to go do and knock out and make money on. And we're slow as fuck, in other words.
Yeah.
But it's, it's not like it's only a couple $100 either. It'll do for the moment. But yeah, work is kind of slow. And don't even know where the hell I'm going with this, man. But,
wow. Schwilly Willy.
Oh, I'm not going to ask people for money. That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing that, though.
Schwilly Willy, you are 100% on the right path that I'm on.
But I definitely would get my ass beat by my kid if y'all wanted me to for $150. Shit. He was gonna whoop my ass before he left here anyway for free. I'll be goddamn. I still got an 8-year-old and my mustache trying to finish me.
An 8-year-old?
Oh, that was not funny. I didn't. Hey, I practice. I'm practicing.
No.
You know I'm gonna go do the Comedy Zone, right?
Yes, you said that.
I did, and my plans got pushed back a little bit because first I had to play Cabarrus County Jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say first you had to get arrested.
Yeah, I had to go play the jail. They did not like any of my jokes.
How long has it been since what?
The other thing, I think people at the jail are just immune to your jokes, man. They're just somehow they got joke immunity. Because I had some good ones, but they just
Like I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
no. I mean, those I was serious about those. Yeah, I was serious. Those weren't jokes. But when I knew I was not going to leave right away, I figured I'd try to make a few jokes, and they didn't go over so well. After I was dressed, of course, and once I was all in my uniform orange, the jokes didn't go over. People don't like them.
Yeah, they're probably in jail. They probably weren't in a great mood.
They're not. It's the people who work there. But yeah, still, they're not in a great mood either.
Yeah, because they're cops. They made bad decisions in life, and that's where they were at.
Yeesh.
Fuck 12.
No, God, bless me. I don't know what 12 means. It's a bad number.
Brandon
So,
is
big
gay.
fan of 13.
His boyfriend is. Man, you are
Apparently,
hilarious,
the
bro.
police department likes to watch my channel, and
Wow.
I'm very grateful that we have the police, and I'm so happy that they're watching. And when I sing F the Police, for instance, I am singing it in like how you say that, like you say it like how you say it in a good way, how like you're like fuck, the police are here, awesome, like how cool it is when you say it like that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say it. So just so you know, I'm like, it couldn't get any better than this, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could there be more?
Yeah, I mean, are there more? Where are the rest of the guys? Like that. So it's fun, and I love them, and I'm very grateful.
When I see cops, I feel so unsafe and so uncomfortable,
Gosh.
and that's sad. And I'm uncomfortable.
So, Brandon has no reason to not feel safe and uncomfortable.
I'm a moron. Why would you rack a gun? Oh.
Yeah, I'm the moron.
Okay.
For effect, just for theater of the mind.
Yeah, see, obviously you're not a creative human being. So from the creative human being's perspective.
Also, just so you know, I live in North Carolina. We're an open carry state, and that doesn't mean open carry unracked.
Also,
I can have the gun ready to fire if I want, safety on in my pocket. It's up to me. I mean, yes, they're riding that shit around the block, man, in my holster. But I don't like taking that chance because safety comes off, and that's a chance. So I don't like to even take that chance. So I keep that thing with the clip out and all that, and that was just for sound effect. I put it right back down on the chair when I got out. So, but nobody saw a gun, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. There's no gun on my video. There's no gun on the video cameras that they have in there. I didn't present a gun. I only made it sound like I was absolutely ready in case I was being shot at or someone tried to kill me. And that you're allowed to be in North Carolina. It's called open carry. And even though I did not carry it in, it's called open carry.
It's no different than the John Wick movie.
So I haven't seen John Wick.
He threatened a lot of people with a gun on camera, and he didn't go to jail.
It is not at all like that. I didn't threaten anybody on camera with a gun or off camera with a gun. Shit.
So
man.
It's nothing like it. John Wick is worse.
John Wick is worse.
And he didn't go to jail. He got paid a lot of money to do that.
I'm kidding you guys. This is not my son. This is my lawyer. We fooled you. I told you they'd fall for it.
My foot is cramped right now, and I'm trying not to scream. Also,
There's a banana.
I'm very hungry. My
Yeah,
beard makes me look fat.
I hope she's definitely making some skits. She was gonna come out here and join this this fun with y'all. I got a whole stack of notes I could get into and get in stuff that's interesting, but I'm not. I want to try to give Amber some time to hop on here. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come on again in a little bit. How about that? We'll come back in a little bit. All right? Y'all, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks, Brandon. Everybody give Brandon a good job, buddy. Show warm welcome.
You guys made me feel at home.
Right at home.
If home was
It was a
fire.
Yeah, it was a orphanage.
Yay, Brandon.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Brandon loves sucking on his dick. Strings.